I'm Greg Shapiro, and let's clear up politics. Right-wing scrutiny intensifies around James Talarico and his Austin church. Conservative criticism surrounding Texas Senate candidate James Talarico has now expanded to his church, St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church in Austin. A recent article published by an American right-wing media company, The Daily Wire, described St. Andrew's as a woke Austin church, pointing to ministries and outreach programs highlighted on the church's website. The report focused on the church's partnerships with organizations supporting social justice and reproductive health initiatives, including Planned Parenthood. The article also examined the church's Field of Hope project, launched in 1993 to raise awareness about the AIDS epidemic and its impact on Texas communities. The initiative reflects the church's long-standing outreach to people affected by HIV and AIDS, as well as other marginalized groups. The Daily Wire also attempted to connect the project to the Lilith Fund, a nonprofit that helps Texans seeking abortion care travel outside the state. Texas has banned nearly all abortions since 2022. The article says the organization provides, quote, money for Texans to travel out of state to kill their unborn babies, end quote. Another Daily Wire report alleged the church distributed sexually explicit books to children through its library collection of frequently challenged LGBTQ-themed titles, including Genderqueer, All Boys Aren't Blue, and The Courage to Be Queer. Conservative political attacks on Talarico, particularly over his support for trans and queer rights, have intensified since Attorney General Ken Paxton defeated incumbent U.S. Senator John Cornyn in the Republican primary. Okay, so the words woke, Austin church, are three that should always go together in the same sentence. There's nothing wrong with being woke, and Austin is the coolest blue spot in the Lone Star State. Part of me thinks that Talarico might be too good for Texas, that they deserve that fucking hateful bastard Paxton. However, I am hopeful, because my sister and brother-in-law live in Austin, that the people of Texas and those like them will surprise and delight all of us.
Well, I was going to say good people of Austin are going to vote for him.
Of course,
because they, this Daily Wire, they're trying to make him sound so weird, but isn't the whole tagline of Austin, keep Austin weird? So if you think he's weird, you think he's whatever.
He's right at home.
He's right at home.
But that's just a small section of the state.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Big
well, that's
state.
like South Florida to Florida. It still can make an impact. And I think Houston and Dallas have become a little less conservative over the last couple of years. I've had to go there a lot lately in the last 2 years, and I see them a little bit more open and receptive, and maybe that has to do with our national politics right now. But
Houston had a lesbian mayor.
Yeah. So there's some hope there.
It's the heat. Makes everybody lesbian or gay.
And it just goes back to, like, why be so angry? Like, what did anybody do? It's a church that's preaching God's word, and yet you're attacking it because it's open to all. Yeah. And, like, we live right here. We're broadcasting from Sunshine Cathedral. I mean, it doesn't mean because you're a church that you're anti-gay, that you're woke, any of those things. It just says we're accepting and welcoming to all people, and that's not a bad thing. No.
Well, and I'm not playing devil's advocate, but and a big but, and I do have a big but. There are people that believe that unless you are the type of Christian that they have a monopoly on Christianity. So they don't think that what these people are doing at this liberalish kind of church, this quote unquote woke church, is actually fulfilling the requirement of being a religious space. Because unless you hate the way that they hate and hate the people that they hate, you're not doing it right, quote unquote. But
can't you say that about all religious groups?
Well, I could say that about all extremists.
Okay, because I would say there are extremists.
I think extremists. I don't think it's all religious groups, because I think that there are Christian denominations such as this one. There are Jewish organizations.
Welcoming.
There's more moderate Muslim
Right.
people. So it's when religion gets taken over and hijacked by extremists. You have Talibangelicals, you have Christo-fascists, you have, I can't think of something punny for, other religions, but you have hardliners in every religion. And when the hardliners want to cast their judgment onto, another group of people, they're going to say those people aren't really the real people, and we are, and we represent that. So I think it's really a battle of ideas, and it's unfortunate because, I'm not a Christian, I'm a Jewish person, but I have to say that if I was a Christian, I would look for a church like this. I wouldn't go to a hardline church that's going to make me feel bad sitting in their pews or try to change me or send me to conversion therapy. So,
And you think about Christians judging.
They don't
And I
do
think
that.
I think
Judge not.
I think there's actually, if they read the Bible, that's what they shouldn't be doing.
Judge not.
No.
Well, they're reading a different Bible.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Oh.
or you are.
It's being interpreted by somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, let's not go down that road. That's another topic. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.